Bonjour mes amis, ça va? So, you may have figured out I've been learning some French the last few weeks. I can't say that I'm a fluent speaker just yet, but I am getting there. And the way that I learned how to do it was through a program called Babbel. Babbel reached out to me early last month and asked if I'd be interested in trying their program. And if you've been watching me for any amount of time, you probably picked up, I love learning anything, but I'm especially fascinated by language, and I've always wanted to be able to speak French. I can speak passable Spanish, and I think my English is okay, but French is just a language I've always been curious about, but never, especially now in my grown-up life, I just don't have time to enroll in a class and commit to a weekly schedule and a very formal learning instruction. So I thought this would be great, and I'm so glad that I did it. In fact, they gave me a free month to try it. My month was over earlier this week, and I just signed up. I paid for a whole year's worth of the program, which is far less than any language learning course that I could have signed up for. I know that if I signed up to take a class through my community education through our local school district, it'd be several $100s. For me, I believe the year was about 80 bucks. So, and that's as many lessons as I can cram in a year. So I really like the program. I want to tell you a little bit about it. So I picked French as the language I want to learn, but there are 13 languages all together, including English, and then 12 other ones like French, Spanish, Italian, Russian, and so forth. I will link to the Babbel site below so you can check it out. What I really like about this particular program is its accessibility. So you can sit in front of your computer and do it, or what I prefer is I've downloaded the app onto my iPhone and my iPad. So if I'm sitting in bed at night, I can put in my headphones and I can practice my French there. If I'm sitting in the carpool line or I'm stuck somewhere waiting and I have my phone with me, I can be learning a lesson. In fact, I was just stuck in the Atlanta airport for 6 hours on a layover, and I went through a lesson there. It has speech recognition software, so you can practice the pronunciation and it will tell you if you're saying the word right, which is really important. Even if you're in a class with human beings, that's an aspect that you never really pick up. You can hear the teacher speaking, but you never really have the opportunity to practice it on your own and have someone tell you whether you're saying the words right in that language. But with the Babbel program, you can. So they recommend a minimum of 10 minutes a day, which is, I have to admit, I haven't been very good because it was over the holidays, but I have picked up quite a bit, and like I said, I can squeeze it in kind of wherever I go. And each lesson, they start off really basic, if that's what you need, which was what I needed, and then as it progresses, it gets a little bit more complicated. But what I really like about it is that they're teaching you words and phrases that you will actually use in real life. It's not something out of a book that's very formal and stilted. It's definitely travel friendly, in my case French. Depends what language you want to pick. But, you know, basic greetings, asking people where they're from, where is so-and-so, where is the bathroom, so to speak. Very useful terms, not very esoteric literature type vocabulary, which was what I learned when I first learned how to speak Spanish a million years ago. Another thing that I really like about the program is that you can go back and review as much as you need to, because, like I said, I've been kind of busy the last month and haven't kept up as uniformly as I would like every day. So I'll go back if it's been a few days and kind of review either the whole lesson that I did already or maybe just pick out the vocabulary. It's keeping it fresh. It's addictive. Like, I really wish I could just sit and do a whole 8 hours worth at once, because you can hear yourself getting better and you get that affirmation that you're doing it right, and it's completely addictive. So I can't say enough. I think it's great no matter how old you are to learn something new, whether it's how to do a sport or a hobby, or in this case, pick up a new language. It's still the beginning of the year. It's a perfect time for resolutions. So if this is a program that you think you might find interesting, I'm gonna leave all the information in the description box below. There's a link to this, to the site, and you can try some sample courses in every language that they offer to see if it's something you'd be interested in. I am going to get to learning how to ask people where they live, because that's where I am on my lessons right now. And where are you from? Oh, let's see. Tu es d'où? Tu es d'où?
Tu es d'où?
Je suis de Nantes, mais j'habite à Paris. Et toi? Let's see if I said that right. Je suis de Nantes, mais j'habite à Paris. Et toi? This is a tongue
Je suis de Nantes, mais j'habite à Paris. Et toi?
So if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask me. Ask them in English though. I'm still working on the French. That's pretty much the only language I can answer you back in so far. But I will give you updates throughout the year and let you know where I am and how I'm progressing in my French. And my goal is maybe to do even a whole video. No, let's not get ahead of ourselves. I was gonna say let's do a whole video in French. No, let's just stick to English. But I hope one day that I'll be able to go back to Paris, and this time I can walk around the streets of Paris without having a subscriber translate everything for me. Thank you so much for watching. Merci, and I will see you in the next video. Hey everyone, welcome back to part 2 of Ask Me Anything, except this time it's Ask Us Anything. I've brought along a special guest, and a very, very special guest, the most special guest that will ever appear on my channel.